Hello viewers, welcome to Sensor 360 Investor. Let's do a quick video on the state of the market, and this is as of August 20th. So starting out with the world benchmark index, the S&P 500. So we can see over here from our video how the index is kind of established the low and started to move into a new uptrend, and then since then it's actually followed through pretty strongly, and now we find ourselves with a couple of channel lines that we can take a look at. So the outside channel line is kind of supporting the overall trend, which is being contained within. There's also an inside channel line here, which we can draw, and we find ourselves as of the weekend's action sitting right on top of it. So we are near some additional confluence of support levels. So depending on what happens this week, we may get the index to defend in this zone and maybe work its way back up, or very likely we'll spend a little time up here and maybe digesting this move down, and then it can pause it to decide whether it's going to then work its way back up, or next stop would be to come out to the lower trend channel. So it remains to be seen, but certainly where it's at, would not be surprised to see a bounce here, if nothing else, based on technicals. Okay, so that's the broader index. Let's have a look at the broader NASDAQ next. And this one is also showing a move down from its peak. So this one's about close to 8% down off its recent swing highs, and we can see it's fast approached the lower trend channel line as well, which is going to be an area of support. We do have some additional support zones beyond that. So where it's now sitting, again, similar comments to the S&P 500 index. Let's wait to see if it bounces vertically back from here and maybe goes back to at least the 13,800 level, or spends a few days, 3, 4, 5 days digesting, and then we'll see if it can hold that, or then work its way down to around the 12,600 level. So again, be open to all options. So what might help us to see which way these may break? So let's have a look at a few of the Magnificent Seven stocks, starting with Microsoft. So Microsoft has come off quite a ways off its peak. It's working its way down, and this is now at least 13% off, and still looking like it's working downwards, albeit Friday had a little bit of an upside reversal on heavier volume, which is a positive sign. So maybe we'll see the indexes hold at current levels. If we look at Meta 2 has come on off its swing highs, and this one is about 14% off that swing high as well, with higher volume. And a little bit of a reversal too, so again, favorable. We'll look at Apple. Apple is off its highs about just under 12%. You can see that also a little bit of a swing reversal on the day, so constructive. And if we look at Amazon not as bad of a move down as the others, finding support at the 50-day moving average, which is where it's kind of sitting right now. Look at Tesla. So Tesla's had a bit of a move down. It's already crossed below the lower trend channel support. Got additional support zones down here. and a little bit below, and closer to the 200. So definitely quite a bit of support. So we may find one of these as the area where it stops. But if it starts to break down below the 200, then it could find its way working further, maybe even close that gap down way down here around the 156. That would be pretty drastic move down, but got to stay open and certainly watch to see if it finds support along with the indexes in this zone here. If we look at Google, and Google is holding pretty strong. So not too far off the highs. It's actually more of a consolidation zone laterally, which means Google is actually holding very strong from a relative strength perspective. So that one's holding well. And then let's just finish off with Nvidia. Nvidia has quite the run, very strong. It's been digesting the gains ever since this earnings gap up here, sideways now, a little bit of an island of formation, maybe kind of a bit of a rounding pattern here. It's testing the 50-day where it's at, came below it, kind of just peaked above it and dropped below again. At a reasonable day Friday. It does have earnings coming up this week, which will be telling roughly basically how this is going to portend for the semis and the rest of the market in terms of confidence. So I think this is the one to watch in conjunction with the broader indexes to see which way this market may move. Does it get defended here, or does it break down here, or does it start to move back up? So those are our three key scenarios to watch. And so that's a quick wrap for the market update, and we will see how the rest of the week pans out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.